Hey everyone. Um, my timer was actually working today, so I could see when the ads finished, since I pre-roll them to try to get them taken care of before we get started. Anyways, uh, we are doing Japanese lessons again today. Um, I've changed up my schedule. Uh, You might have noticed because this is earlier than I normally do them. Um, and I've also moved around what days I'm doing my lessons on. We're just trying to find something that works, because I honestly have been way too tired to manage much of anything else. And like I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like for instance, I'm not even I'm not even playing my games. Like my phone games and stuff. I've been so tired. I haven't I haven't really played my games and it's kind of crazy. So, so I'm trying to tweak my schedule, figure out what works. Uh, and also keep the amount of streaming I'm doing, which is literally every day, and that's kind of crazy. But if I put enough breaks between them, I might be able to manage it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens with today. And I'm sorry, not today, this week. We'll see what happens with this week. Oh, by the way, next week, it's going to be super fucking awesome, guys, because Yowie Jam ends on the 15th. And I'm gonna play a bunch of Boy Love games next week. And then the week after is the Fall in Love Festival, I guess, which is a uh, romance visual novel festival on Steam. So, of course, I'm going to be playing a bunch of those games that are featured there. So, like, it's gonna be a full month and it's gonna be super cool and I can't wait. And I know this is Japanese lessons, so here I am talking about my other streams and everything like that, but I'm so excited and I haven't been able to tell anyone, and it's not fair. So, so I'm telling you guys right now that I've got big plans for the rest of the month, and oh, yawning already. Not a good sign, but it'll be okay. Okay. So, um, we're doing the Japanese lessons today, and like always, we are using Marumori and Wanikani. We'll start with Wanikani because we do our reviews and any new lessons, and then we move on to Maramori so that we do our reviews, and then maybe do a level or two on the island that we're on. And if I remember right, we're starting Katakana today. Oh, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna give it our all and do our best. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, it worked. I didn't even have to do anything. Uh, OBS has been kind of mean lately and not working when I've been loading up things. But today it worked out just fine. Although I think I'm gonna move this a little. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, we've got 23 reviews to do, and we have 8 lessons available. Yay! Maybe you can't see. I don't know. I don't know how big that is for other people, especially like if you're using it on your phone. Crazy small. Um, but whatever the case is, we're doing reviews. Let's start our lessons first, so that we can add them into our reviews. I clicked it. Oh, it's loading slow. Hmm. My CPU is actually, I mean, it's not high, like compared to Scum's, but it's higher than it normally is, and that's interesting. Hmm. Why you load so slow, Anikani? What is going on today? That did not help. That did not help. Well, let's see what's going on. Hmm. Firefox. What the actual fuck? That's fucking crazy. Ah, wow. That must be the whole Firefox tabs thing that is absolutely fucking everybody up. Okay, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Mm, okay. Okay, okay. Anyways, we're just dealing with it right now. We will figure out that shit later. Okay, so we're learning vocabulary, and these are our new lessons. Uh, this is mouth, which is the same as the kanji for mouth, which is the same as the radical for mouth. And so we don't need to really learn anything here. They're all mouth. When a vocab is a single kanji and all alone like this, it's usually going to use the kunyomi reading, which you did not learn from learning the kanji. When we learned the kanji, we learned the amnyo. Wait, no, 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 no. Shh. I know what it's called, but I always want to call it omnio, and it's like a omnioji, like a mystic. Anyways, it's not that. It's not that. We learned the onyomi reading. Okay? So that's what we've learned with kanji so far, but vocabulary is different. So the kunyomi reading is kuchi. Okay? With your mouth, make a kuchi-ku sound. Go ahead, make it. Focus your mouth and try to imagine each shape it makes while zooming in on it. No, don't. You're talking to a baby, which is why you're making all these ridiculous noises. So instead of ku at the end, you're saying ku, because that's the reading of the kanji. Kuchi. Okay? Well, that's a little yeah, it's kuchi. Okay? We're gonna listen to it and let me make sure. Yeah, I have my desktop audio on. Nobody told me last week when I didn't have the audio on and nobody could hear them speaking at all.
Kuchi.
Kuchi.
口
Kuchi. Mouth. I think it's a funny word, and so I remember it because definitely call something else with a pair of lips a coochie. Okay, so this is uh, big. Okay, and this is the adjective form of big, which means describing word. Um, Words that end with E are often adjectives, and by E I mean I, but E are often adjectives. Remember that for future words as well. So long as you know the meaning of this kanji, you can transfer that to the meaning of this word. It's the adjective of big or large. What do you do when you see something really, really big? You say, oh, because you can't believe your eyes. Imagine something really large and say, oh, out loud and help seal the memory in your brain of yours. So the reason they're saying, oh, is because that's the sound of the kanji here. Uh, ki.
Ooh.
Well, okay, thank you. Thanks for the redeem. uh, Wrong sound though. So as you can see, the double O here is for the kanji, and then we got ki, and then an extra e at the end. So it's uki, okay? I'm drawing it out a little long to put emphasis on it. So don't say it that long. In fact, we can listen to it. Hey, welcome in. I'm just going over my new lessons in WaniKani. We're on level 1, and we've just started learning kanji vocabulary. And that's pretty much it.
大きい
大きい
So it's oki.
大きい
Yeah. And it means the same as the kanji, so we good. Oki. Yeah. Ah. um, well, we got size here instead of big. In Japanese, uh, let's see, that's sa on the end of a word is often the equivalent of nis in English. In other words, if you replace the e on the end of an e adjective with sa, you have a noun. In this case, the adjective is oki, and the noun okisa means bigness. Oh, it means, okay. So I guess you're talking about the size of things rather than it being big. So if you want to ask, like, how big is it? This is the word you'd probably use for size. Yeah, so it's reading it the same way. They just changed the e on the end to a sa,
大きさ
okisa.
大きさ
And because we dropped the e, it's not going to be oki long, it's okisa.
大
Okay?
きさ
大きさ
Okay. New mnemonic. When you saw the size of pick something surprising, you said, oh. Oh. we apparently cussed a lot. Okay. Okay. Got it. Um, Great. We're learning everything with the word big in it right now, or with the kanji big. This is pretty cool. Okay, so this one's great. Other meanings: considerable, important, a big deal. Okay. Uh, Shita is the past form of suru, which means to do. So essentially, this word is did big. Yeah, that is actually what it says, okay? Because we've got big and then we got Shita on the back. Thanks for following. Do you uh have you done any Japanese lessons yourself? Just curious. Uh yeah, so Shita on the end of big means did big, so it was a big deal. They're important. They're great. Okay. Okay. Um ooh. The reading for the big part is actually the onyomi reading, which we learned when we learned the kanji, okay? And that was uh, tai or dai. In this case, it's tai. So, since big has two omnio readings, here's a mnemonic to help you remember which one to use. When something's great and important, you better wear a tie for it. No showing up without a tie to anything that's a big deal, okay? So it's taishita, okay?
大した
Oh, I gotta make that I a lot softer, as you can hear. Huh. Just in for the ride today? Want to see me struggle? um, so as you can hear, the I is a lot softer than the way I was saying it, and I have to get used to hearing this because I say it too hard. So it's taishita.
大した
There we go. Taishita.
大した
Okay. Okay. I'll get it eventually. Um, yeah, so I promote, not that I get any money from it or anything, but the resources I use to learn Japanese is I learned the hiragana a while ago, and I used Duolingo for that. Kanji right now. Yeah, we're doing kanji. So I use Duolingo to learn the hiragana, which it's a great resource for that. Not so much for anything else because of their use of AI. Um, but for the alphabet, super easy. A good resource. Um, and then I use WaniKani here, which you can use on desktop and it syncs to your phone, so you can do it, you know, on the phone or on the computer, and you're doing the same thing. And my wife tries to get me into this other one that we're going to be using later called Marumori, and says that it's great for vocabulary, so and grammar. So we haven't quite gotten there, but we're working on it. So this is an adult, which as you can see is the kanji for big and person. It also means mature. Um, uh, yeah, I don't have a whole lot that I've learned so far with kanji. We've just gotten into it. Um, uh, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot. But I'm working on it and I'm trying. Um, big person makes all the sense in the world for adult. We don't really need any sort of mnemonic for that. However, sometimes kanji have exceptional readings that are neither onyomi or nor kunyomi, and this is one of them. So here's a mnemonic to help you remember this reading. Oh, yeah, yeah. Um, oh, the thought of Chinese scares me, honestly. Like, I mean, like, Yes, Japanese has a lot of characters, a lot of different kanji, but I know that compared to Chinese, uh-uh, uh-uh. Just too much, too much. I struggle with this. I'm not smart enough to learn Chinese. Uh, so here's a mnemonic. I'm an adult, which means I have adult responsibilities, like, oh, toner. Ah, otona. Okay. Are you an adult with your own toner printer? And that's how we say adult. Otona. Otona.
大人
Otona.
大人
Okay. Otona. Okay. Looks like we're already getting started. Vocabulary meaning of this is mouth. It's the same as the kanji. And now we're going to read with this. Now, the cool thing about WaniKani, and one of the reasons I really love it, is you don't have to have. When I learn a language, have to learn it like how I learn my tongue. Oh, okay. Uh, do you know other languages? Um, the cool thing about WaniKani is you don't have to download a language pack to be able to use it. Uh, it has a phonetic translator so that you can just type with your keyboard and it will translate it phonetically. Oh, too much work. Honestly, I do hear you there. Let's see. Let me see if an easy way that I can explain why I'm learning Japanese. Because I live in Japan now, and I'd like to be able to talk to people. Like, I should have done this years ago. Too much work, though. Okay, so this is size because it ends with sa, and it is o ki sa. And this is big, as in the adjective, and it's o ki. Size. Mouth is the fun one because it's ku chi. Yep, that's mandatory. Exactly. That's why I'm learning it because we moved out here and I'd say I'd say I have a panic attack, but it's not really that. Anytime I have to interact with the locals, I'm just all like I get wide-eyed and just don't say anything. It's ridiculous. This means great, has multiple meanings. We just went over those. And this is an adult. And tai ta taishita. O to na. And big. Yay! So we're gonna do the last three, and then we'll hit up our reviews. So we already know what this kanji means. It means woman, and the vocabulary, it also means woman. So not not difficult. And since we didn't learn the kunyomi reading, we're going to learn that now. Um, think about how this woman is ona. Is on a roll, on a, okay, I see. Yeah, um, I think it's interesting how the characters can be said in so many different ways. Not necessarily that they mean different things, but like, mm, in English, uh, you know, the word is not read any different way from what the word is, but here we've got woman, which we can say as jo, and we can say as ona, and we can say as no, I guess joshi is with additional things, but still, yeah, it's very flexible, yeah. Um, and of course, with the with other kanji added onto it, or uh, other kana added onto it, it changes the whole meaning of it too, which is kind of cool too. Okay, so she's ona roll. Okay, I can get that. Population. This is cool because the amount of people with mouths that you have to feed is the population you have to feed. So it's person and mouth. Population. Got it. This is a Jukogo word, which usually means onyomi readings from the kanji. Since person has two onyomi readings, here's a mnemonic to help you remember which one to use. Here at Tofugu, that's the company that runs WaniKani. They also do other things as well, like podcasts and things. They're pretty good if you want to ever take a look at their stuff. We measure population in genes. Okay, each of us has just one pair of genes, so if you know the gene count, you know the population. So it's Gene Cole. Okay, okay. Which, is a Gene brand, by the way. Jinko? Why not? Oh, full power, or as hard as one can. Yeah, jeans. Sorry, it's got a lot of uh, words here in the explanation, but I don't like any of them. So you got full power. Got it. Okay. Hmm.
力いっぱい
Eat pie. Hmm. Yeah, Billie Jean. I mean, I know it's a Michael Jackson song, but man, that's dating people though. Like, that's old, 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 old. So, power uses the same reading as we learned with the vocabulary, which was chikara. Okay? And then we just add in the kana that it's using right here, as you can see. And that is ippai. pai. Now remember, because we have this little su here, we make the PA sound harder. That's why there's that kind of space between the I and the pai. So, chikara ippai. Ooh,
力いっぱい
ippai. Okay. Okay, we know this means woman. And we read it as onna. Not saying it that way though. Population is jinko. And this means full power. And we read it the same way we've already learned, which is chi ka ra I pai. Ah, thank you. I will thank you for the hydrate redeem. I need it too. Man, I was out all day today and it was so hot. It's so hot over here still. And so humid too. And I'm sweating. Well, not anymore. I'm inside now, obviously. But, population. But I definitely did not get as much water as I should have got today. Yeah, stinky. Well, that's why I take a shower and a bath. So I'm not stinky. So this is the radical enter. We're on the last batch of these, so I don't feel I need to really explain the radicals anymore. And I don't think we're gonna learn any more radicals. I think that we're done with all of the alternative radicals. This kanji is 8. Say 8 as hachi. I mean, don't you take a shower at night? That's what I do. I know some people who like to do the morning showers, and it's like, nah. So this is power, and this is chi ka ra. Kanji meaning, this is below or under. Hey, Neko. We're just doing our reviews right now. Oh, you like cold morning showers? Wow. No. Nah. I know people are like, well, it wakes you up. And it's like, yeah, because you're miserable. No, you think they're relaxing? It's crazy. You know what? I do have to start doing grammar at some point. We are going to pretend that I don't have to and just continue learning words. It's just going to be fun doing that, okay? So the kanji reading for this is ka. Vocabulary meaning means power. Vocabulary meaning is 3. Kanji reading of this is new, with a U to extend that U. No, you can't make me, Neko. You can't, okay? Actually, I'm getting pretty good at things. I ordered, yeah, new. I ordered my own food yesterday and actually did it right and didn't have any sort of hang up at all. She would too. Okay, Mina is mean. No. This is 10 and that's ju. Enter. 2 people. Oh crap, I forgot we learned those. Okay. So 2 people. Oh, you want me to say it again? Well, it was really simple. I got pancakes. So it was pancakey, and I didn't want the nuts on the pancake because I can't eat nuts. So I say nutsu. Uh, oh, hold on. It's nashi, right? Nashi, which means no. And then I ordered caramel latte because I like that. Atsui, so it's hot. And oh yeah, I got ice cream. But because I'm foreign, if I ask for aisu instead of aisu krimu, then they think I mean ice in my drink because I'm foreign. Even though aisu is short for ice cream, yeah. Uh, yeah, so I did that, and I've been working on putting sentences together. Uh, and today I forgot what what a plastic bag is called because it's called something different than what I've learned. And my kid is all like, "Can't we just use kaban?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." But I was like, "But that's kind of a like a permanent type of bag. That's not what they call the plastic bags." So that's cool. Yeah, exactly. See? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it and see if they understand that. I mean, I'm trying, and so people usually are pretty nice about all of that, you know? Okay, two people is hmm. Okay, one person is Hito. I know that. And what did we learn? Futatsu. Futatsu and futari. There we go. Futari. Yeah! Futari. Oh, but we can hear it
二人
after we pronounce it. Okay? Futari.
二人
Okay, okay. 10. San. 8. This is construction, and the kanji reading is still ko. Ko. 3 people. Yeah, so I'm getting better, and I'm actually kind of enjoying doing these Japanese lessons with people, even though everybody's like way passing me by or knows a lot more than I do already. I get to learn things from you guys tuning in, and then yeah, just the small handful of words I've learned already has helped out a ton. And then of course, Mina is taking up a refresher Japanese language class at her college. And she's like they go so fast. They are like ridiculously like they just started last week, okay? So it's like day 2 and they're having conversations and shit. Just like Mina, you're wonderful. Um, okay, now I can sound that out, but I don't know what a kuya kusho is. What is that? Also, that's a neat idea. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that was a thing. Because like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's really cool then. Um, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Mina has talked to me about maybe like taking some classes myself, uh, not for a degree or anything, and of course that would come out of pocket, but I didn't know that there was like a kind of like a community center, right? Or I mean town council, yeah, for every district. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, okay, so it is like a community center. You know what? I bet you ours is real close too, because we get they have these like billboards that are just on the side of the road where they post community stuff. Um, like disaster preparedness week is coming up, just to make sure you know what to do because obviously we're heading into tsunami season, not tsunami, the other one. Typhoon, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it would. I definitely am gonna look into this. Thanks, Neko, for that. I'm gonna write it down as you wrote it. Yeah. Yeah, tsunami. Well, that's not what I meant. I meant typhoon season. Though we have had a tsunami warning because of an earthquake. But only one. Only one so far. Rich expat. Okay, okay. Housewives who usually attend. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a sugar mama. You think that would happen? Think I can convince somebody to buy me my husbandos? I would love for that. I need a sugar something. Gotta shoot your shot, yeah. Okay, 3 people. And we know that there's supposed to be, uh, 3 Santas at Nintendo. Sanin. Yeah. One thing is Hitotsu. It's a mountain. One thing. That's also san. Construction. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. My wife loves me, and she'll buy me things if I ask her to, and I don't. You know what? I probably could. I'll ask her if they take attendance. um yeah, so what I was saying is Mina will buy me things if I ask her to, but I could definitely use someone who just wants to toss money at me because we're working off of a limited budget, 8 things. Uh, Chi. Oh, I realized the other day, Neko, that I was saying she too hard with the I. I'm supposed to make the I a lot softer. Just like I'm saying shh. No I. Just shh. Yep, exactly. Just shh. I gotta remember that. Cute. Really? Okay. I just know that when I finally got to hear how they say seven, I've been all like chi. No, no, it's chi. Chi. Oh, it's mostly used as a shortcut. Oh, okay. Okay, two things. Fu ta tsu. Wait, is it futotsu? Futatsu. Ah, futatsu. Okay, I got it right.
2つ
Futatsu. Oh, right, this one's different. Yeah. Hold on, hold on. What is this one? It's yatsu? That doesn't sound right. Mm. All right. There we go. Yeah.
8つ
Yatsu. Shigoto. Oh, so shigoto? Okay, okay, okay. I guess it's one of those, it's just a general guideline thing. Like, where the U on an SU is usually really soft as well. But in some cases, you pronounce the U hard, I guess. Loud. I don't know how to really describe it. Um, like Sasuke, okay? No, you don't really say the U in that one. I mean, you kinda, yeah, languages have no rules, just guidelines. Yep. Yeah. Right, like this. See? Chi. And they say it chi.
7
Yeah, chi. But I was making that I sound so much louder. Thanks, Neko. Thanks for the little hint on the I's for SHIs. Okay. 9. Kawa. Itori. 7 things. Person. 3 things. What was 3 things? Because it definitely is not san. Is it Fukasu? Nope. What is it? What is this one? Oh fuck, right, it's me. Ah, right.
3つ
Mitsu.
3つ
This made you hungry? How did it make you hungry? Mitsu. Right. Okay, I messed that one up. Longjo. I don't know, Neko. You know, we just deal with whatever goes on in my head, okay? Oh, you're a glutton, huh? Nin. Nope. We want vocabulary reading, which is Jin. Nope. Hito. Don't worry, I'll give you all the readings. Vocabulary reading. Person is Hito. Yeah, you know what, Neko? I really don't know. I don't know. I was just like, okay, these words sound maybe right. One person. I just ate, though. Like, I am so full. I went out and had pancakes with the kiddo today. It's really cool. 2 things. 3 things is, me. Tsu.
3つ
I can't have tonkatsu though, because it's got breading on it. Not that you know that. I've got a lot of food restrictions. As I'm talking about pancakes. Just ignore that. We don't talk about pancakes. Except for that I eat them. And they're good. Up. 3 things. 7 things, right. And this one is na, tsu. Yeah, so I'm not supposed to have gluten. So no wheat products, and breading has wheat in it. There is gluten-free breading I can have, which is made with rice, which is great. Honestly, it's fine. So I could have tonkatsu if I use that, but a lot of places don't, because a lot of places, you know, don't cater to people who have to have gluten-free diets. And yet, then, like I said, I go in a river. Go and eat pancakes when I'm feeling like it. So, oh, we got new lessons. Let's learn our 7 new lessons. We already learned 8 new lessons today, so let's do 7 more. Ooh, these look fun. These look real fun. Start lessons. Let's go. Ah, I know this one. I mean, it says it right here, but it's water. And ice has a little drop on it. Okay, so this is the vocabulary for 9. And it's the exact same as the kanji. Oh, this is dirt, okay. This looks like you're crossing the ground, but it's actually something growing in the dirt. Okay. Yeah, make my own. I know. Problem solved. I don't like cooking though. Like, I just don't enjoy it. So there's a difference. There's a difference between, you know, people who can't cook and people who like to cook. Or I mean, don't like to cook. Because yeah, I wonder what mnemonic they'll use when they get to the real hard kanji. Yeah, I haven't been there before, so I don't know. But like I know a lot of people who can't cook, and so they just don't. Oh, you like cooking? Okay, well, I don't like cooking. And I can't really explain it. I just find it boring. Hi, Dice. Hi. We're doing some new lessons in Japanese, but I'm talking about how I don't like to cook. Absolutely nothing at all to do with Japanese. But my wife, she loves to cook. She loves to cook, like so much. And for the first, oh my God, I'm trying to think. Probably for the first 10 years or so, maybe even longer of our marriage, I did all the cooking. I did it all. And then she was like, "You know what? I want to learn to cook." And I was like, "Have at it." Oh, okay, okay. Japanese food is to die for, so I think they fit together. Um, yeah, so then my wife went to school uh, for cooking. She went to culinary school, and she is now a classically trained chef who works in computer sciences. um, so that's interesting, and but she cooks everything now. She cooks everything, and that really helped out a lot, of course, when I got real sick. But now I just let her cook because like I just don't like it. I just don't like cooking. I cook because I have to, not because I want to. Okay, so this is dirt because it's something growing out of the ground. Okay. Oh, this is a sword, and it kind of looks like oh shit, I forgot what that's called. The cuirass? No, what is that called? Like cutlasses have it, you know, on the handle, so that they can block, so their hand doesn't get cut. Fuck, I forgot. Neko? A lot. Yeah, like a guard. Yeah. It does look like a guard. Yeah, so Neko, Mina did go to a culinary school, and that was before she got her bachelor's in Asian studies. Uh, she she never stops. She's just always going. Okay. Ah, this is a circle. Okay. What's something with 9 sides? Just add a drop and you'll have something that's almost a circle. Okay. You know, circles do have infinite number of sides. Just saying. It's not quite a circle though. You just need to add a drop of liquid to the edges to smooth it out to become a full circle. Okay, so circular or round? Circle. 9 and a drop. Got it. Do you know about the adorable cat Maru? If not, you should check it out. It may seem like a distraction, but you come back knowing the reading for this kanji, then it's totally worthwhile. When you think about a circle, think about Maru, all rolled up in a little circle, being super adorable. Don't tell me it doesn't melt your heart just thinking about it. Okay. You know what? We're gonna look at the adorable cat Maru. Okay, guys. We're gonna watch this. Wait, it's 5 minutes? I'm not watching a 5-minute video. There's not even any sound. so bad. Okay, okay. Maybe we'll watch 5 minutes of a cat. Yeah, but there's no sound to it, so which is fine. It's just he's cute. Maru's cute. Okay, okay, this was worth it. Oh, you just saw this video? What are you doing, Neko? What are you doing? Oh, no, Neko, no. We don't need to know that. I mean, it's probably true, honestly. This video is probably pretty, yeah, it says 16 years ago. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, okay. 16 years ago. This cat's dead. Like, there's no, there's no probably about it. He's fine. Most cats don't live that long. Okay, okay. Well, now we've got a ridiculously sad cat to remember circle with. Maru. Okay. Ah, narwhal. Okay. Ah, I was wrong about radicals. Look, we've got a new radical. This radical looks like a narwhal. See the tail at the bottom and the majestic narwhal horn poking out at the okay, now we gotta listen. You guys, I'm gonna let you listen to one of my it's not a favorite song. Okay, it's not, but now I can't get it out of my head because we okay, okay. Ready? Why are you not playing?
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion 'cause they are so awesome. Narwhals swimming in the ocean, pretty big and pretty wide, and beat a polar bear in a fight. Like an underwater unicorn, they've got a kick-ass facial harm. They're the Jedi of the sea. Stop Cthulhu awaiting ye. Narwhals, they are narwhals. Narwhals, just don't let them touch your balls. Narwhals, they
Yeah, Dice.
Narwhals,
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion. Ah, anyways, yeah. So we're learning, we're learning narwhal apparently. Neko, I have no idea, but here we are. Okay, okay, narwhal. Ah, 9 things. Okay. So, what do you have 9 of? The 9 things you have are 9 cocoa nuts. Okay. As you can guess from the spelling, cocoa nuts are not coconuts. Think of them as fake coconuts. Okay, they're cocoa nuts. Cocoa nuts. Okay, okay, I got it. Imagine yourself juggling 9 cocoa notes in the air. Try counting them as you do, arriving at 9 things. Then arrange them into a square on the ground. 3 cocoa nuts by 3. This is ridiculous. Cocock nuts. No, I won't remember that. Don't confuse me. Okay, vocabulary. We know this is 9. And this is sword, not power. And this is wait. Q. Yes. And this is dirt. And this is water. And this is Maru. And this is 9 things. And this is round or circular. And this is narwhal. We've got a narwhal. I've learned narwhal. And this is no tsu. Yeah!
9つ
Kokonotsu. Okay, okay. Okay! That's it! We did all our lessons in our reviews today. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Now we got reviews over here. And I struggle a lot more with these ones. I don't know why. Thank you, Neko. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. Okay, this is eto, which means
えっと
eto. And this is hai, which means yes.
はい
And this is dare, which is who.
誰
And this right here, what we're doing right here is just reading the hiragana and recalling what words they make up. Because for some reason Marumori decided to start teaching me words. I don't know. It's supposed to be a grammar website, and a lot of the lessons are grammar, but they decided to give me a bunch of words. So I'm learning words. Kaban, this is a bag. I was telling Neko earlier that I got to use this word.
カバン
Because I needed, so here in Japan, when you buy anything, they charge you if you need a bag to take the stuff with you, okay? Plastic bags, usually, some places carry paper bags, but either way, the point is a lot of people have their own bags that they, carry around with them to use. Well, my wife has most of the bags, and I went out today with my kiddo to buy some stuff that he needs for his computer and schoolwork and things like that. And yeah, dice. Actually, I'll get to that in a second. But we were buying these things that were too big for the tiny little bag that I have because my wife's carrying around most of the other ones in her purse. And I was like, I don't remember how to say plastic bag because it's a different word than this bag. Because this bag is more of a, like, as you can see, a satchel or a briefcase or a basket. Yes, I mean, it's still technically a bag, but a plastic bag is not called the same thing as a kaban. So yeah, I was saying to my kid, I was like, I don't remember the word for bag, and he's all like, well, can't you just use kaban? And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to. And the guy, understood. And obviously we look very foreign. So if we're trying, they generally, aim to. They're like, okay, they're trying. But yeah, Dice, I bet you learn Japanese and reading kanji more effectively when the language is all around you. It does make a big difference. Even just knowing the kana, so hiragana or katakana, because there's a lot of hiragana around, a lot of it is spelled out, and so like everything, even street signs, they have furuyana, which is the hiragana spelling of the kanji. You know, like they really do have hiragana everywhere for everything. So it is cool to be able to go, okay, I can read what that says. Now, granted, I don't know what some of those words mean, but at least I can recognize it, you know, and it's pretty cool to see that. Like the water one that we had just learned. Uh, I know what water is, and I know what ice is because those are everywhere. Every sewer cover, manhole cover, you know, has the water symbol on it, the water kanji. So it's like, well, that's water, and that's water. And then, of course, we've got vending machines everywhere, too. So, which, by the way, has a lot of water. Neko says, I did immersion studies and started from almost zero, and the class didn't allow English at all. I can definitely tell you, you pick it up much faster. Yes, yes, that's exactly the case. Mina wants to, I mean, Mina's been doing that already. We listened to Japanese Pod 101, which is something that Tofugu, which owns WaniKani, it's something that they offer for free. And we listen to that. And they go over conversations. I mean, it's not a no English, but they the thing is that we're listening to all these lessons about everyday conversation and learning words throughout in a way that we're not actually studying them, just from hearing them come up and repeating them and things like that. So, yeah, if you go full immersion on it, like, you really will start to learn some things a lot quicker. Yeah, Neko, you gotta listen to the convos to get the pronunciations right. Yep, yep, that's exactly the case. In fact, Mina's she didn't believe it, but so far the Japanese teachers that she's met, I mean the teachers for Japanese language, not necessarily their Japanese people who are teaching. But anyways, so far, because I don't know if they are or not. They've all told Mina that her accent is really good, that she doesn't sound American at all. It was funny as I was flying to is it Slovenia? We had a group of Japanese tourists, and I could get the general idea what they were talking because of me watching anime with Japanese audio for so long. But not the specific things. Yeah! Um, so because I play a lot of visual novels, uh, and most of my visual novels have voice acting in it, I've picked up quite a bit from that, and I know it sounds silly. but if you hear the same thing over and over again, and you can read what they're saying in English, and like I figured out how the sentence structure works, because I'm like, well, clearly it's not the same way in English as it is in Japanese, which we covered that in Marimori actually. But yeah, Dice, basically, I was picking up a lot of different words, or whole sentences from playing my visual novels, because I'd get to hear the people say something, and then, you know, I look at how it has been translated and localized, and I'm like, okay, I can get what's going on here, which is why I can understand a lot more than I even know how to say, because I've heard a lot more. Yes, Neko, you really should. She loves it. She loves practicing. She does so much. Yes, Japanese Dice says not at all. I think it's a valid way to learn. And also, I've heard that Japanese is very context heavy language compared to English. Totally. Um, they drop a lot of context because because you don't have to repeat it. Like the subject of a sentence, okay? Once you establish the subject, you are talking about that subject until the subject is changed. So if we are talking about like, oh, you have a dog, okay? Now we're talking about the dog. So we won't have to say the dog every time. They'll just say cute or energetic or, like things like that. Or maybe uh, they won't say he, is doing something. They'll just say doing that thing. So that's how it's a very context heavy language because if somebody were to try to explain, having a conversation about a subject, but without having the subject in any of the sentences except for the first one. Yeah, Neko, or like how you almost never say I. If you're speaking about yourself, you don't necessarily say, I'm going to eat, or even that I have already eaten. You will say the past tense of eat, and that just implies, yes, I'm talking about me and I ate. Yeah, exactly like that. Um, so yeah, it is a context-heavy language. English is so much different um, because we always have a subject, always. If you don't have a subject, then the sentence is not a complete sentence, and that's what we're drilled into us since elementary school. So if we were talking about the dog, we'd be like, oh, the dog is cute, and oh, he thinks this or that, but the point is we'd always mention the dog. Or say, I ate. We don't just go, ate. Like, because it doesn't make sense in English. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. It's real cool stuff. It's neat to hear. My favorite thing so far, though, living over here in Japan, is how learning the local natural way to say things. Like, if somebody asks me something in English, I normally, hey, Mina. If somebody asks me something in English, I'll usually say, yes, please, or no, thank you. I'll say that sort of stuff because that's how I was taught. Um, but I found out first couple of days that we were here in Japan that you don't say no thank you. You can say daijoubu desu, which daijoubu means like okay, like so daijoubu desu means it's okay, and that's a that's how you say no thank you. If they ask if you want something, you say daijoubu desu. Because because it's an indirect language as well. Not only is it context heavy, but you don't directly say no because that's rude. So you say it's okay. Dice says, in a way similar to Finnish, but we have one word for I ate. But the word itself has the I in it, kinda. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so it's fun to hear all the things that make speaking normal or natural that we're not actually taught in classes because normal people don't have conversations in proper, polite, everything. no school ever told me that to say no thank you, you say daijoubu. Kakkoi. Okay. This one means awesome.
かっこいい
Kakkoi. I added awesome in there because I couldn't remember what the word was, because cool, it's like, and they have groovy in here, okay? Nobody says groovy anymore. So I was like, awesome. It means awesome. That's what it means. Kakoi means awesome. Everything is kakoi, okay? Otsuri is change, as in money that you get back.
お釣り
Otsuri. 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 There we go. Otsuri.
お釣り
I gotta go up after the O. Hey Mina, we were talking about you. Doko. Doko. Means where? Yeah. Doko. Taberu means to eat.
食べる
Taberu. 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 Dice, if you don't mind me asking, is finish your is that how I'd say it? Finish? Makes it sound like I'm saying it wrong. Is that your somebody help me out here. I'm trying to say the language that you're born learning, like native. There we go. Native language. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah. Thank you, Dice. That's cool. That's real cool. I don't know anything about Finnish. Oh, but, and only because it's located nearby. My grandmother was full Norwegian. She was born in the U.S., but her parents came over to the U.S., immigrated, and they were both from Norway. So, I mean, I know it's not the same place or anything like that. I'm well aware of the different countries. I'm just saying, but I've heard a little bit of Norwegian because my great uncle still spoke it. My grandma, however, decided she wasn't going to learn it because she was stuck up or something. I don't know. She joked about it a lot, that that her and her twin sister were like, no, we're not learning it. So they didn't learn it, but their older brother did. So I never got to really experience any Norwegian in my life or anything like that, because since my grandma didn't learn it, neither did my mother, and, well, neither did I. Mata, which means a little. No, again! That's right. Mata means again. God damn it. once more or once again or another time, because that's what you say when you're saying like goodbye, but you're not really saying goodbye, you're just saying until another time. Okay. Dice says, we also learn Swedish in school since it's the other national language, but generally people don't feel comfortable to speak it, similar to what I heard Japanese people are with English. Neko also says that does mean you're genetically disposed to like rotting whale meat, though. You know what? I believe it, especially since I'm built like I'm fucking Norwegian. I've always said that. I'm built like a Viking. I mean, you can look at me and go, oh. Oh, okay. It's a different language family, but Swedish and Norwegians understand each other somewhat. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I've heard. Now, it's something I've heard, so I can't say that it's. This is no, by the way. Yeah.
いいえ
Yeah. I've heard that a lot of Japanese young adults, you know, go through all their school and learn English all throughout until they graduate, you know. And most of them don't feel like they could hold a conversation in English because of something that I was talking about here. That, you know, they don't teach you conversational English or conversational Japanese in the case I was talking about. They teach you textbook for the language. So I think that's what you mean when you said a lot of people don't feel comfortable speaking Swedish because you know they technically don't learn how to have a real conversation. You just learn textbook stuff. Is that what you mean, Dice? ちょっと which means a little. There we go.
ちょっと
ちょっと Yosha. 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 Which means okay.
よっしゃ
Yosha. Oishi. 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 There we go. Delicious.
おいしい
Also, if everything is dubbed, that takes away the exposure to the language. Finnish people are more comfortable to talk in English because we hear it all the time. We don't have money to dub everything. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, that's really interesting. Very cool. Okay, the sha and yosha is a little more forceful usually. Thank you, Neko. Yosha. Yosha. Ooh, like that. Yosha. Yeah, I think I got that right. Sugu. Sugu. This is not my to-do list. Wait, maybe it is my to-do list. No, it's not my to-do list. This is something else. Immediately! Yeah!
すぐ
Guys, you don't know how often I've been fucking this one up, so I'm so happy I got it right away. And I'm gonna tell you why I got it, even though you can barely see it. They have the kanji right here. Right here. and and I looked at that and I went, all right, because you know what? It would take a lot to explain why. Because once I learned what the kanji is for hurry, I see part of it in here, and that's why I'm like, oh, immediate. Ringo is apple.
リンゴ
Uh, Ichigo is strawberry.
いちご
Suru is my to-do list.
する
Suru. Suru. Mina and Neko are having an entire conversation over there, and they rock. Ma means so.
まあま
Chanto means diligently or seriously. No, guys. Like, this is cool. This is really cool that you guys are having a conversation. Like, I mean, kind of the point. You may not be... I know I'm way below you guys in learning Japanese, so the fact that you two are getting practice while talking to each other is super awesome. It's like I feel like I have helped with something, you know? Look at what I did. I brought people together.
ちゃんと
Chanto. Also, another reason why Finnish people don't feel comfortable to converse in Swedish is because that we learn in schools is Finnish Swedish, so basically a different dialect from the Sweden Swedish. Oh no. No, I get it. That makes a lot of sense actually. Kinda like the different dialects here, even in Japan, where so I've watched a lot of interviews or get-togethers with voice actors or things like that, and sometimes they're like, I can't understand them at all because they're speaking one dialect or another or something like that, which it's so very different even in this in the same country. What is it? Kansai? Mina? That's the southern one, right? And I believe they drop a lot of sounds for the same words. What most people learn, what most schools learn or teach is the Tokyo dialect. So that's what you're gonna see on almost every learn Japanese. They teach you Tokyo dialect, but Tokyo's just one city. You know, Tokyo doesn't encompass all of Japan, and so if you live anywhere else in this big chain of islands, because it is 4 different islands, you know, Kanto, right? Kansai and Kanto. Refer to east and west. What's I'm pretty sure it's still Kansai dialect though. But Mina says no. Mina tells me I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Kansai still. Okay, not south. Right. No, no, I understand. Right, right, right. Okay. I had the dialect name right, but it's not from the south. And it is a different dialect. But you see sometimes voice actors who uh, get together. But the thing is that they come from all over Japan. So, oh yeah, Osaka Ben is miserable. And that's the one. That's one of the ones from the south. But yeah, you get people who come from all over, and sometimes they're like, I just can't understand what you're trying to say. It's cute sounding, but I have no idea. Exactly. There we go. That's a good way to put it. Uh, Ikura? Ikura. Uh-oh. Wait, I think this is how many. Yeah!
いくら
Ikura. Ikura. Oh, Neko is even here saying the same thing. It's so adorable. He could die. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Very cool. So yeah, Dice, I get what you're saying about how you guys learn Swedish Finnish. So it's not even the same that um, they learn in Sweden. Yeah. I wonder if that's the same in Canada because Canada has English and French as both the national languages. In fact, uh, when the Prime Minister makes any sort of public announcement, he has to do it in both English and French. Like, like that's the way their nation works. And I wonder if their French has been, you know, how far it has evolved from France French, you know? Yeah. Okay, Dice. So it is probably close to the same thing, since your French friends joke about Canadian French. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All of it is cool. Language is so fucking awesome. It's so amazing. I love it so much. Um, Not that I understand most of it. uh, Itsu. Itsu is when.
いつ
Itsu. We got domo here. Domo. And that means kindly or... Nope, it means thank you. Fuck me. That's what it means. Thank you. Domo. Right, that was my problem. I didn't know. I didn't know Spanish people speak so much quicker than Mexicans. Wow. Or so my Spanish teacher said, and it might be true. Yeah. Kawaii means cute.
かわいい
Kawaii. Ano means, wait, does it? Hold on. Ano. Okay, I think it does.
あの
Nope, that! Fuck me. No. Right. Mina even tried to help me with this one last time, and I messed it up still. Yeah. Uh, ja. Oh, okay. So it must be true if different people are saying it like literally across the world. Ja means mm, well,
じゃあ
yeah. Then, well, so, well then. Okay. Ja. Yasashi. Yasashi is easy. I finally learned this one.
優しい
Yasashi. Uh, Naze means why or how. Naze. Naze. We got Mazui, right. Mazui, which means awful.
まずい
Mazui. She also... Thank you, Neko. But she also stormed in one day angry and complaining in Spanish about getting a ticket for one tire crossing a white line and assumed nobody could understand until I started laughing. I've since forgotten, like, all my Spanish. Yeah, okay, but I told them that you went to culinary school, and Neko's like, well, I thought she went to school for Asian studies. And I was like, well, she did that too. So there you go, Mina. You're just constantly doing everything. I will agree that Spanish goes really quickly when forever, like even if they're not complaining. I tried to learn Spanish, and while I still remember some words and phrases, I had a very hard time in that class. Nani means what?
何
All the Spanish I know comes from the Biblioteca rap in Community. Okay. I've never seen it, but okay. So I know how to say Disco Spider and not much else. You know what, Neko? That's gonna get you far. You got it covered, okay? E means good.
いい
E. Mata means again.
また
Mata. Domo means thank you.
どうも
Domo. Right. Longo. Watashi means I or me.
私
Watashi. Watashi. Dozo. Dozo means means like here you go, but I don't think that's what they use here. So we're gonna say kindly.
どうぞ
Yes, please, kindly, or I beg of you. Okay. Dozo. We had Italian exchange students and a visiting teacher, and they spoke on top of each other, and it was such a culture shock because in Finland, that is seen as very rude, and usually people wait for their turn to speak. But the girl said that she had to speak as soon as she got the reply in mind because otherwise she would forget it. I learned formally in high school, but only 2 years and then not much else until I was working at a KFC Taco Bell and my fellow fry cooks only spoke Spanish. Great way to learn. We were talking about that, Mina, about Neko said that he learned I think it was Japanese specifically, but I don't know if he said a language, but the no English at all, full immersion. Ano means that or those. Nomu means to drink.
飲む
I mean, it is very difficult. And honestly, you're doing great with what you're doing. You know that. Yosh means okay.
よし
Yosh! We're only allowed to speak Japanese in class, and I'm slowly playing all my games in Japanese. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you're doing a great job already. So, 91%! Guys, I'm getting so much better at this. Three, I don't know, I don't want to say days, but 3 times ago, I was at 70 something, and now I've got a 91. I only missed 3. That's so good. Okay, we're gonna jump into some katakana. We're gonna make it quick because I don't want to do it anyways. Thank you, Neko. Thank you so much. I'm trying really hard, and I'm trying to get these done, and I think I'm working pretty well on my pronunciation too. Oh, and yeah. I'm looking at getting some. I'm trying to find Variable Barricade, which is an Otome game in Japanese over here, but it's like not on sale, and I don't want to buy it full price because I've already played it in English, okay? But Mina was like, hey, maybe you should play one of your games in Japanese. And I was like, maybe. But the problem is that most of them are fantasy based, and the ones that aren't are like historical fiction. So neither of those are really good for learning things that, would be normal in conversation. Which is why we were looking for Variable Barricade, because that's a modern, normal fucking game. No fantasy. It's about a high school girl who is inheriting basically the head of her family's big company when she becomes of age, obviously. And her grandfather, who owns the company right now, is trying to find her a suitable husband. So, thanks, Dice. Yeah, I'm very happy about how well I'm doing. So, when we left off here, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna start learning katakana," and I mean, I know a little bit of katakana. I already know some, but it's work. That's really what it is. Neko, Yokai Watch, is that what you're talking about? Okay. So, this is an 11-minute read, and I'm just gonna zoom through it, because I have no patience whatsoever. Okay, off-brand Pokemon. Hey, speaking of Pokemon, anything I can do to put off a lesson, you guys. Let me watch me procrastinate, okay? Speaking of Pokemon, I don't know who any of the characters are, but people are so fucking thirsty for this purple-haired Caribou guy. I don't fucking know what his name is. That's what, every time I see it, I'm like a moose? Because that's what everybody's calling him, like caribou or something. Caribou, you know, like a moose. Anyways, from A to Z or Z to A or whatever the fuck the next ones are. So like people are thirsty for him. Like I have not seen a single other character from these games yet, and everybody's drawing half naked thirst pics. You guys know who I'm talking about? You guys have to know who I'm talking about, right? No one knows. No one knows the thirst. Okay, so Pokemon. Is it A through Z? Yeah, okay. And then his name is Caribou or something. Like seriously, like the fucking like a moose. I don't know what his name is. You know what? If I just do Pokemon A through Z purple hair. Purple hair. That did not give me what I thought it would. I know I'm not sharing this with you guys because I wasn't sure what would show up. God damn it. I'll have to find it on my Tumblr post because like people seriously are thirst posting this dude and I have no idea who he is. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay. We're at katakana now, which means we're 2 out of 3. Once we're done with this one, you just need to practice recognizing kana and you can start learning some real vocabulary. Isn't that amazing? Okay, that's the name. Okay, but I saw it and I just kept thinking caribou. Okay, did you find a picture of him? Pokemon Core. There's the guy. This is him. Okay, here we go. They're thirst posting this guy. You guys see him? This is the guy. Okay, me and I agree. It's hot villain is hot. Okay, yeah. Well, I know nothing about the freaking games, but I've seen so many pictures of this guy drawn out already. Everybody's like, he's fucking hot. Oh no, he's hot. Nice. Okay. So the thirst is real, guys. The thirst is real. Okay, that's his name. Corbu. I'm guessing. I don't know how you would say that. Corbu? I don't know. Is that evil Harry Potter? You know what, Neko? Maybe. Okay, maybe. But he's way cooler than evil Harry Potter. These are like the only 2 pictures, okay? This and this. These are the only 2 pictures. And everybody is like freaking out about him. I've seen so much with him, guys. So much. And not all these cool Pokemon ones. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know the sort of art I look at. Like, you know what comes across my dash. We all know. There's Evil Harry Potter is just J.K. Rowling. Yeah, okay. No, that's fair. I also you are right, Neko. Um, except for I've curated my space and my Tumblr already gives me enough without R34, Rule 34, you know? So, so I've seen things, guys. Oh, but Dice, honestly, thank you so much for showing up and coming in and everything. And I know I said I was gonna do katakana. I'll read this lesson. I'll read this lesson. Okay, so I'll at least read this lesson. Um, but I am procrastinating because I don't want to. As you know, katakana is very similar to hiragana. They make the same sounds and only differ in how their characters look. The rules of 10-10, contracted sounds, and double consonants are all pretty much the same. Um, so why learn another set of characters? Because katakana is used for very specific purposes. When is katakana used? Katakana is used in all sorts of situations, such as for loan words. There are a lot of loan words in Japanese, from English to even German. All borrowed terms are written in katakana. This makes deciphering which words in a sentence are loan words a piece of cake. Not like English, where our loan words are all in English. And so then people end up mispronouncing all the stupid French. I'm sorry. French is not stupid. French is not stupid, okay? I just get mad at the French because not the people. Not the people. The French language, okay? Because whenever it comes up in English, people are always mispronouncing it. And then when I'm like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it's this way." They're like, "But why?" And I'm like, "'Cause it's French." I mean, really, there's no reason for it besides it's French. Thank you, Mina. Yes. Rendezvous. Faux pas. Coup de grace. Let me see. What else? I can't. Oh. Bordeaux. That one's a fun one. Because it has the Deaux. No, dice. Is that? Yes. Menage a trois. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, dice. Why are there letters you don't pronounce? I wonder. So in Finnish, do you pronounce like every letter? Is that how that language works? Yeah, like seriously. That's why I'm like it's French. It's French, you know. But not only do we do that with French, we do that with any loan words. Um, when I started getting into Otome, um, and learning how to say those things in Japanese, all the Japanese loan words we're using did not do well pronouncing any of those. um, also, I've been hearing a lot of this weird stuff about like the bastardization of French, okay? This is from France itself, okay? Like apparently the French government is very angry about people in Africa or South Africa or lots of other countries in the big continent of Africa using French in their languages because they're bastardizing French. apparently France is huge on this like French purist language deal. Have you guys heard of that? It's so crazy. And in fact, I'm not even shitting you guys, okay? 3 days ago, an article actually came out where the French government was all like, "Hey, you don't get to use loan words in French anymore. We're changing those." And they mean fucking kink loan words, okay? They mean they mean fucking kink loan words, okay? So they were talking about some of those yeah. Okay, Neko, you've heard about it. Okay, well, I am just learning about this, and it's so wild to me. Like, yeah, so they have a whole ministry for the preservation of their language, and they get very, very angry about about how their language is being changed and evolving because of other countries. And like, it's, I don't get it, but it's kind of funny. I mean, I might be wrong, but if I recall correctly, the way French is spoken came from a king with a speech impediment, and other people wanted to be hip, so I find it ironic. No. Oh no, that's funny. I don't know if that's the case, because I don't know much about French in general, simply because it has very little to do with any place I've ever lived. I mean, like, I know there was the French-American War and things like that, okay? Like, I know. But, in the US, they teach you history based off of what state you live in. So, if we weren't on the East Coast or even in the Northeast at all, we pretty much didn't learn it because, like, nobody fucking cared. And the US is huge. As I've said before, it's fucking huge. So it is what it is. But yeah, I've just recently been hearing about this ministry, yeah, that they have where they're very serious about preserving their language, and it was just really, really funny to see an article talking about, hey, instead of saying something like ometeto, which is excuse the trigger warnings because I'm not gonna like describe much, but it's vomit, okay? And they're like, instead of using that loan word for a very specific kink, you guys have to use, and then it was in French, which I don't fucking know. But they're really trying to get kinksters to stop using loan words and say it in French so the language doesn't get muddied up. And I'm just like over here like, this is so funny. Okay, so katakana is used for loan words for emphasis. This is much like using italics in text. Emphasis is easy to take for granted when we speak, but when we read, it becomes incredibly important as it can change the meaning of a sentence. Neko, yeah. That's why I'm laughing about it. Just imagine there are government officials whose job it is to decide that. I want to get paid to think of words for armpit fetish. Yeah, like seriously. And I mean, like, who brought it to their attention too, right? Did somebody come into that ministry and was like, guys, we need to tackle kink, okay? Because I went to a munch, which is like a BDSM get together, okay? Or maybe they went to a dungeon or whatever. I don't know what the French call them, probably a dungeon. And they were like, and they were using all these other words, not French at all. We gotta break into the kink sphere. That's definitely where a lot of these bad words are coming from because they're not French. Le dungeon. Dice says, I think it's good that they try to preserve their language, but also language evolves, and that is a fact of life. And that's how I feel, honestly. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a native English speaker, and English is, well, the United States is a melting pot anyways, and American English is a melting pot, which is why we have so many loan words from other countries, because we have large population of immigrants in the United States. So we just naturally, as an American, I'm very used to the idea of words that didn't come from England or Britain itself, being part of my language because they came from everybody else who lives in my culture, and I think that's why I find this all so funny, because I'm so used to having all these loan words in my everyday speech, that I can't even imagine not, to be like, nope, no loan words. It's like, but like every language uses loan words. Every language. So, for onomatopoeias. Oh, okay. It may be hard to spell, but it's not anything complicated. Onomatopoeias are just sound effects, stuff like boom or buzz buzz. Japanese language has those too. In fact, Japanese has way more than English. They really do. They really do. To easily differentiate them in text, we also use katakana. Ah, pika pika. This describes something glittery, shiny, or sparkly. Okay, I didn't know that. Dice says the biggest goal of language is to share ideas and be understood. That is what it is for mainstream of people. Yeah. And if you refuse to use loan words, and stick to, well, it has to be French or nothing, I mean, I guess that's what they're aiming to do is keep French. But that's not the way the world works. Is that Mufu Mufu? I said the F's a little hard. Mufu Mufu. Which is like very fluffy, right? To represent Japanese spoken incorrectly or with an accent. Oh, it's muramura. Okay. What's muramura? Oh, which means something totally different. Okay, you got my interest. Ah, yeah, I see. Mura. Oh, that's why I thought it was fu, because look, it's just a line above it. I told you I've learned these before, but I've forgotten a lot of them, and obviously there are some that I get confused. So, yeah, we got ra, and we got tofu. And that's why I thought it was the other one. Ah. At least I got moo right. Ah. I should put that in my title next, right? That's what I should put in my title, is Mura Mura. I'm not always thirsty, but I'm always Mura Mura. This is accurate. Mina. Mina. I mean, you're not wrong, so I can't really definitely get the Japanese audience in. Hmm. Tactic. I think this is gonna be a tactic, and then they could all laugh at me while I totally like fuck all this stuff up. I'm not sure I could live with that. I'm not sure I'd be okay. I'd be like, now I'm nervous. So here's the katakana chart. I remember a lot of these, but not all of them. While you attempt to learn the language and they flirt very inappropriately with you in the most hilarious of ways, I like this idea. They're not gonna flirt with me. Not a single one. Not a single one. Who better to teach you Japanese than a bunch of thirsty native speakers? Doki doki waku waku mura mura. Oh no. You know what? You know what? I will think on this and I will see who I can pull in. Yeah. Maybe. I kind of like this idea, okay? Okay? They're gonna be like, do you know what that means? And I'll be like, yeah, means I'm working hard. Get it? Hard? Ha 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 ha. Okay, but guys, I have to tell you how funny. Means I like pogo sticks? Yeah, means I like to bounce on it, okay? I have to tell you how funny I was earlier today, okay? So I had to go to an appointment earlier today, and it's still fucking balls hot out here, okay? And balls humid, okay? Like, it really is. It's still hot and humid out here. And, so by the time I got to where my appointment was, I'm like, I'm just sweating, okay? Like everywhere, okay? And so I sent a message to my wife, and I'm like, I'm all moist and dripping, and it's embarrassing. I mean, I'm not kidding. I was slick and No, also hot. Yeah. So of course I had to make that joke. I was like, yes, I'm moist and and dripping. Just this whole like sheen of like it was gross, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. That's just how it is when it's 90 something degrees out with all the humidity we have. It just, oh right, most of you guys aren't American, so I don't know. We hit 40 Celsius. I don't know if that was today, but I'll just clip the first part. Yes, over 30 Celsius, yeah. It would be what, like 37? We did hit 40 here in Tokyo. Had the hottest or the record in Japan, hottest day in Japan, uh, last week or the week before, I can't remember. But just recently, and they were talking about, yeah, it was record high that they've never ours for I think it was like 12 or so years ago was the last time it was anywhere near that high. Oh no. That sounds horrible. I don't like the cold. Not that I necessarily like it this hot either, but I'd rather take heat than cold, honestly. Um, yeah, so I don't know what it got up to today. Um, Trying to do the math. Yeah, it would be about like 35, I think, right? 35? Probably. I'm guessing. This chart is read the same as its hiragana version, right to left. First shows the 5 vowels and then what sound is formed when they combine the 9 consonants. Uh, Dice says, I'd rather take cold than heat because you can't escape the heat if you don't have AC. With cold, you could put on layers and make hot beverages. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I don't know if it's just because how my body works, or because yeah, if it's too hot, I don't sleep, and if it's too cold, I don't sleep. Hey, Smoot! Hey! Wow! You came in. I'm not supposed to be streaming anymore. I'm supposed to be done by now. But we're talking about a lot of really fun stuff. So we just keep talking. Yeah, so when it's too hot, I can't sleep, and when it's too cold, I can't sleep. But honestly, like it needs to be like really, really, really hot for me to not be able to sleep. Where it's like if it's a little cold, I don't sleep at all. Like so I don't know why exactly I am the way I am, but I'd take heat over cold. Oh, you go hibernation. You know, that's like what freezing to death is like. Yeah, studying, definitely studying, not procrastinating, not making jokes about being horny or hard or wet. That's your secret, Dice? No! Dice, no! By the way, I loved the art. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to show everybody. So thank you again for that. Smoot, freezing to death equals good sleep. No. So, I'm skipping some of this. It's just talking about that the kana scripts have a lot in common. So it should be pretty easy to remember, except for the fact that they look different. Here's the Dokuten chart, which is the 2 little lines, part of the Ten-Ten, because the next one is Han Dokuten, which is the circles. So that's the 10, 10. And then we have to memorize all these, and they're going to teach us with mnemonics. So we'll learn all those in another lesson, which is kind of why I'm brushing over all of this. Yes, Classic RJ stream. Horny, hard, and wet. Yeah. I mean, I know what I offer. This is what I offer. This is it. Okay? uh, I'm happy because I haven't drawn Roger before. Next time I make him more buff and more Bara. Smoot to the Grim Reaper. I won at sleeping. Reaper, you sure did, buddy. Yeah. uh, okay. Honestly, we're done. I'm throwing this out. I'm like, nope, we done. It's gone, guys. We're gone. We're done. We've done all the studying. Yeah. So it was a great night tonight. Thank you everybody for coming out, and thanks for all the conversation. And it's been really fun to learn all the cool things, and not just about Japanese, but about other languages too. 'Cause I love languages. I love words. Thanks, Neko, for coming out too, you know. And thanks for watching. And for the great clip. I can't wait to see it. Make sure and post it in our Discord. Speaking of, let me Discord us up. If you're 18 or older and you want to hang out with me and a friend, Scumberly, who is not in chat because she's sleeping, then you can come to our Discord server. Now streaming for work. This NSFW Discord server is adult only, 18 and older. We just don't fuck around with kids. That's really what it comes down to. It protects us and them, and unfortunately, my language gets me in a lot of trouble. Yeah, there's only a little porn. My thirst trap room is the only porn place right now. Very not safe for TV porn. Scum has a thing for Tenna. So, yeah, I think you guys understand if you know who Tenna is. And we tease Scum about it. Yeah, so she and I run that server, and it's just a streaming server for us. We put all of our schedules and talk about our streams on there or whatever. Let her cook! Yes, that's exactly what it is. She just screams at me, "Let me cook!" And I'm just like, I'm not stopping you, Scum. Just do it. But I'm gonna log off. I did have a really good night. I thought I might try to end it sooner because I've been out all day, but like, it was great. I had so much fun. Tomorrow for me, which is tonight for North American peeps, I will be streaming a new game. I have a bunch of Yuri kinetic novels, which means I don't make any choices. And they came in a package, and the package doesn't exist as a category, so we're just like lesing it up with no les rep. But if you guys wanna do some Yuri visual novels, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Lesing it up, yeah. I knew that would grab you, Neko. We're lesing it up. So yeah, take a look at my schedule. Time zones here on Twitch get changed to your time zone, which makes it so cool and so easy. And if you can't catch them, you can always watch them on my channel later or on my VOD channel. So, have a good night, everyone. I'm outie.